guys? It's Reebs here back, and I want to talk about what's going on here with the IRGC threatening to strike multiple U.S. tech companies in retaliation for what they're calling assassinations of their different government and different military entities in Iran. And so looking at the list here, just first talk about the list here. Of course, all U.S. companies: Cisco, HP, Intel, Oracle, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Meta, IBM, Dell, Palantir, NVIDIA, JP Morgan, Tesla, GE, Spire Solution, G42, and Boeing. The one thing I find interesting about this, just as an aside, is that obviously a lot of the companies are, the military industrial complex, right? Like Palantir and even Boeing, right? And also GE. And I guess a lot of them are dual use. I guess they're looking at entities that are, supporting the systems that support this. For example, if they're targeting, will you look at how they targeted Amazon already in the Gulf, right? Then they said they targeted Amazon data centers because they were supporting the war through artificial intelligence and all of their cloud services. And so now they're even going after additional companies that are supplying them, right? Presumably, they're probably using a lot of Cisco, HP, and other related products, right? The servers, switches, and this sort of thing. And of course, NVIDIA GPUs. And what I do find, of course, interesting is that they're saying consistently the United States. So they're not talking about Huawei. They're not talking about most other companies in the world. And so this is where I think that it's time to look at diversifying your portfolio. Obviously, maybe Iran is also playing the same game the United States is playing, and I think it's putting stocks, right? I don't know if they're really going to be able to strike all of these targets in the region. I guess it's possible, but I think that they're also trying to hit the U.S. economically, and the U.S. is doing the same thing. They're playing different games with oil and talking about maybe negotiations and invasion at the same time, and it just looks like a lot of these comments from both sides are just maybe meant to manipulate the stock markets, basically, right? It's an economic war as much as it is a military war. But with that said, it is time, I think, for companies who are not diversifying. Do you really want to be in a U.S. cloud company like Amazon or Google, or of course Oracle or Microsoft, right? All their cloud services, you really feel confident now because there could not only be physical attacks, I would assume cyber attacks. And this is where I think, again, it's going to be really important to have alternatives here. And so what I mean is maybe private data centers, private services that you're using. Again, I'll plug, I guess, for my companies that we specialize in this. But whatever you're doing, you probably don't want a big U.S. tech company maintaining your services now. For example, whether it's your email, whether it's your web applications, whatever you're doing in the cloud, I would be very uncomfortable if I was using one of these U.S. cloud providers. Anyway, guys, that's my quick thoughts on this one here. It's always time and good to diversify if you haven't. Anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time.